And the next level is Enhanced Mobility, which... Okay, I just wanted to get that stuff out of the way. I don't think it's an amazingly designed level, but I think it does some really creative things. I know this is going to kind of break what I was talking about before, but I think it does some really creative things with the Galaxy Man platforms like this. And it's also just fun to play, especially the end. Also, it's a split path level, and I don't understand why the second path is there. Oh, okay. But overall, I enjoy this level for what it is. I didn't even look at the score. I'm excited to get to the higher level. I'm starting to get to levels where I'm like, oh, I actually really like this level. Where, all the lower levels, I'm just... Like, I'm having fun playing this, but, you know, when you get to the real nice, good, and juicy levels, you know? Yeah, there's the second element. I don't understand why. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I keep using Match Blast to jump between levels. I'm not gonna grab the element, I'm just... Oh wait, I think I need to. Yeah, that's just where the element is. I don't understand why. It just seems like an odd place. And then the main path is where there's actually level. Come on, let's get there. If you go to the right up here, you go to a level, actually. Which, while not perfect, well, like, it could definitely be better. I still would just call this an enjoyable level. The second sled section's a little, that was short. The second sled section's a little weak, but it's still a good time. Like this is, you know, yeah, it's good. Oh, I like this. How they handle the fall line. This is a really good spike drop in that way. Or again, like that feels tense, but it's not really that hard. And I think it's strange that they almost never use the alternating ones, or it sends you somewhere else. But when it needs to, it does. That's what I kind of meant by them not knowing how an asset works. Like, they definitely do, it's just they chose to use it this way. Okay, here's the sled section that's not good. That, mostly, there's like one or two jumps that are kind of bad. There's way too many enemies here. I don't know if this will help. God, no. Okay. I'm gonna try, Triple Blade. Hey, it actually works. I feel like you could also probably use a charged Mega Buster. But I feel like that would only work for the first 2 or 3. This part, I like the climb right here a lot. I know you have to get to the right to get to the nickel. Also, a nickel that I think's really fun to get. And that part, again, if... I'm kind of just repeating myself now. But the feeling of, this is tense. and it feels good to pull off. Like, that's not hard, but it feels good to do. I think that's a really important thing. That's enhanced mobility. I think that's the last of the tier 4. Oh, no, it's not. There's still one more at least. Let's go to tier 6 for the next level. I think this is the first time we're in tiers. Oh, no, it's not. We played Changeable Caverns. Oh, hey, I left my cursor on screen like a dingus. I don't remember. I know it's not. First 3. Could be this one. It's not. I just Crystal Lab a little more. Nitrogen Man by Mugman. It's got 29.6, and I gave it... I didn't even look at the reviews for Enhanced Mobility. God damn it. I gave it a 25. It's a nice level with a kind of annoying gimmick, but I still think it pulls off some things pretty well. Basically, I'll just show it off next time. It's the Waveman Steam things, except way more annoying. They freeze you, and they do a lot of damage. And sometimes it's really hard to tell where the graphics are. This level is okay. It's also, at least according to the minimap, it looks really short, but it doesn't feel short at all. Oh no. Oh, hey, that's pretty generous. Yeah, I forgot that the water really does a lot for your jump height here. That's interesting behavior. Oh, that's because the ice. Interesting. I think the ice makes those a much bigger threat, and you have to really think about what you're doing and where the fuck the placement is. That's not what I want. I barely use Grab Buster in this playthrough. I seem to just use, well, I seem to use literally everything, but Grab Buster as of late. It'd be quite useful. I think it's because it does less damage, because usually I'm pulling out weapons to do damage. Oh, okay, that works here. So I can just avoid them and not have to deal with any consequences for anything I do. I like this, like, it's something that you see in a lot of official Mega Man fan games, and or in a lot of official Mega Man games, I don't think you see in as many entries in this game, or in some fan games even, where it's just like, it's not a terribly hard power-up, but you have to work for just that extra little bit of health. I like it. Should probably grab some... Oof. Oh, jeez. Okay. Thank you, Skull Barrier thing. Not Skull Barrier, Skull Amulet. That jump doesn't need to be that trick. There we go. Here we go. Back in business. There we go. There's some actual health. And then there's, the boss. Everyone's favorite boss. This music's weird. Oh, damn. I was so close. Oh well, yeah, I'll beat him this time. He's not a hard boy. Is that the map in the background? Strange. I'd even consider it to be puzzling. And there's ice in here, which actually makes it a little harder. Not a ton, but you know. Okay. I'm at 10 minutes. I'll do the next stage. Which is, I think, the last level in Tier 4. Which is a Polarizing level. Oh wait, goddammit, I forgot to look at the judges had to say about Neon Man. I mean, fuck, that's the next level. Nitrogen Man. Yeah, next level's Neon Man. I like that one way more than the judges did. Okay, I'll just take the normal people way. Or not. Nitrogen Man. I like the idea when it's open for Nitrogen Man. Yeah, it's an okay level. It has some promise. It could have been better. I don't think it was worth going back to read those comments. I'm also probably going to go to Enhanced Mobility after Neon Man. Excuse me. Here's Neon Mime by Crashman, who was a co-judge in a 24-hour. I quite like this level. I understand why it is a skip teleport, but I do like the level quite a bit. This gimmick. I love this gimmick, and some people hate it, and I understand that. But my god, do I love this gimmick. I know some people just found it to be frustrating and stuff. And, like, that's a simple, but just adding an extra little enemy did a lot for me. This level also requires significantly more concentration from me. Oh, and this. A City War. I'm glad that exists. Here we go. I don't like that this boss fight you can just shred with the wire. I understand weaknesses, but the fact that it removes any sort of challenge is kind of a shame. I recall there's one section in here that has shitty midpoints, and that one you kind of have to destroy. Here we go. I think one thing, and I understand, a lot of the rooms in here are one screen, which makes sense with the gimmick. But to counter that, he did, some good, these, like, longer sections, and I think that really helps with the pacing of this level, instead of it just being one thing over and over again. Also, I think doing some of these screens quickly is the way to do them, before you completely, lose sight of what you were trying to do. And you confuse yourself. Especially in the ones that are slightly more platforming intensive. Oh, and this is where troubles happen. Okay, and here's a trick. Oh, jeez. I'm no idea where I am now. Okay, and that's the thing. Sometimes you just get a run like that where you're just not sure what you're doing. And that can be problematic. But I feel like if you're patient enough, you can figure out what you were supposed to be doing, or you can just kill the things. You're not required to do everything. I just think that doing this level... There we go. Doing it that way is way more fun, and I think some people would just say, no, Hornet Chaser your way through it. This room, I don't like this room for some reason. That jump, even with the lights on, or with the lights, with no scrolling background. That should be the normal spot. Okay. Damn it. I thought I was doing so well. Okay. Okay. That's good. I don't know if it's intentional, but I feel like the bullets are always that one enemy in particular's bullets are always what stop me from knowing exactly where I am, because I always lose that momentum. I think that room was slightly unnecessary, but yeah, whatevs. I'm a little confused why those enemies are... it's fine. Is there a nickel room? Quite possibly. And that's the end. Like, this level's not that long. It's been about 7 minutes. That's a little on the... Yeah, I know some people don't care for... Don't care for it, but I think there were a lot of people that weren't judges that liked this level a fair bit, but none of the judges were really a fan. Damn it. Also, I have a, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? I have one of those things that changes my screen color when it hits 9 o'clock so there's less blue lights, and that just happened. I was like, this is disorienting in an already... What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I know what I have to do. Those guys tell you where you can be. Why am I being a dingus? And I always... I'm being bad. Like, I know what I should be doing, and I'm just not doing it. I'm not following... Okay. Oh, weird. Okay. I'm gonna special weapons a little more in this next section. No, there's not a thing there. Okay. There's a reasonable chance that there would be. Okay, this one... I don't feel like replaying that whole section. There should be one more midpoint in this level. I think it would aid it a lot. Because it feels very, feels like a 4-part level instead of a 3-part level. Neon Man's an okay fight. I think he's one of the weaker parts. On the other hand, it feels like a... all things considered, a competent first boss. He's not terribly hard. His yeah. Is it Grab Buster? What is your... Oh, bees! That kind of makes sense, actually. Because all the bees destroyed all your boys before. Okay. Yeah, people just hate this. Just didn't really look good. What? You want to just get rid of it altogether during the playthrough. Yeah, I said I really like it. I'm gonna run to the next level to enhance mobility because I didn't look at those comments, but I recall I don't have any actually. Starts off amazing, ends amazing, but the middle of it's just kind of blah. Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster, but in terms of design, sleds were skippable. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Interesting teleporter setup and enemy spam. Yeah, I can see what you're coming from. Okay, see you next time.